Hello, everyone. Do you have a financial goal that you intend to achieve? Are you just starting out life and then you see yourself probably in the next 10 years down the line having that lovely dream house, having that car that has always been, riding that car you've always wanted to, or probably having touring the world, having a wonderful vacation plan, maybe seeing yourself in the Bahamas and Bali. I don't know, it's your dream, and you're finding a bit daunting meeting those dreams and goals. You've gone through lots of financial books, you've scoured the internet, and everything looks very technical. It's very difficult for you to understand, and you're looking for practicable steps, but you can't just find it. Well, don't be alarmed. I'm here and I'll be taking you through various series, and I trust that by the time you're done, you'll find out that you are a financial guru and you will become well on your way towards managing your funds and growing your investments and meeting your financial dreams. My name is Onyebuchiro Barachi. I am a financial data analyst. I have over a decade of experience there, and I'm also specialized in creating digital products that are tailored to meeting the consumer needs, especially in the financial world. Journey with me as I take you through various series on steps towards financial freedom. In this session, I'll be speaking through a topic I would like to call personal finance basics for beginners. And here I'm going to take you through 7 life hacks. I call it finance hacks that is going to help you as you about to journey towards financial freedom and meeting your financial goal. Let's start with, of course, the first hack. What's the first hack? I'll call it creating a budget. This cannot be overemphasized. It's very, very important for you to create a budget because that is the first step towards you meeting your financial dream. What exactly do we mean by creating a budget? What's a budget? You might want to ask me. Well, a budget is simply a template that identifies your income or your streams of income. Now, your streams of income can probably be through your salary. It can be through gifts or donation. It could either be wages. It can be a one-off thing. So you can also have multiple streams of income. Your income is not limited to only one source. So, of course, identifying those income, and of course, your expenses. Your expenses are categorized into your essential expenses and your non-essential expenses. Your fixed, expenses. Expenses like your rent, your car, your utility bills. These are fixed expenses. Or then, of course, your running expenses, like your food, other bills, your telephone bills, your fuel bills, and the likes. All these can be categorized as running expenses, not fixed income or expenses. So these are some of the very, very important terms that you need to identify when creating a budget. You have to first of all define your income streams and then your expenditure. Now, there are various budgeting apps that you can have make use of. You want to know how to do that, you can actually have go online, Google. You might find lots of budget templates that you can make use of. It will help you in preparing a budget plan. You can also use a spreadsheet. Excel is very, very excellent. And even if you don't have the knowledge, whatever skill sets or whatever template you want to use that you can easily understand. For me, I feel that it's best to personalize, your plans as against going to use something that you might find difficult to understand. So have a template that you can easily understand and you can easily track, and then download it. Even if it's pen or paper that you feel is better for you, you can create a journal, have a journal, and have that documented. So create a budget. Very important hack. The next hack, of course, is tracking your expense. Now you have a budget, you have identified your expenses, you need to track it. There are sometimes I call it expense creep. You go out, and if you're not tracking your expense, you probably see this beautiful shirt that, oh my, this is nice. You go ahead and buy it. You go out, you're hungry, you say, oh man, I think I want to have zucchini, whatever, don't mind me. And it's something, a kind of inside joke between me and my friends, just want a taste of a very, very fine gourmet meal. You go ahead and buy. If you're not tracking your expenses and you're not making sure that your expenses match what is in your budget, then you have a very, very serious problem, because at the end of the month, you might find it difficult to balance or even out. So very, very important that you track your expenses. And of course, every day, every expense, you need to note it down and make sure that it's in line with your spending plan. And another very important hack for me is paying off your debts. Now, you might ask, do we have what we call, okay, I just want to let you know that you can actually have a bad debt and a good debt. Now, for me, what is a good debt? A good debt is simply, a loan that you take, or a debt that you incurred to meet a financial plan or a long-term goal. Now, for instance, you see yourself going to Harvard to school, you've calculated the cost and you've seen that it's probably going to cost you some couple of dollars. You don't have that, your current income might not be able to meet that fund, but you know that it is very, very important, because for you to get that degree, it's going to help you meet, it's going to help you meet your income projection. By the time you've upskilled, you'll be able to, match or increase your revenue or income source by getting a better job, or with the skill set that you have, you'll be able to do more jobs that will give you better income. So this is a very good debt, because at the end of the day, the value you get from the debt will end up paying for the initial debt or the loan that you took. So, but what do I mean by a bad debt? Now you want to probably buy for, you take loan, or you probably take a loan because you want to pay for gambling. Bets Nigeria would like, man, that's not a very, very good debt, because at the end of the day, the value that you get from that debt might not be able to pay off for the initial cost of the debt. So it's very, very important that once you want to start, you want to meet your financial goals, you need to take care of all your debt. Be very, very quick and prompt to pay off your debt, because if you don't pay off your debt, the funds that you have available to either invest or save becomes reduced. Yeah, because a huge portion of your funds or your income is used to service your debts, and then you find that it's very, very difficult to meet with your already existing expenses, and then of course your saving needs. So very, very important to start paying off your debts. Another very important hack is save money. I mean, I can't even overemphasize or say much about that. Save money. It's very, very important. Now, some thought leaders and finance experts will advocate the 50-30-20 rule, and the 50, of course. This, of course, states that 50% of your income should be used to service essential expenses. You talk about your rent, you talk about your feeding, your clothing, your utility bills, your fuel, your car maintenance, and the likes. Very, very important. Then, of course, the 30% should also be used to service leisure. And you might want to say, seriously, why am I saving, putting aside money to have fun? But come on, why else are you working if you can't have fun? It's your money. You need to enjoy and eat your money. So it's very, very important that you set aside funds for your leisure. In fact, I cannot overemphasize that, because you're not contented if you're working and at the end of the day, the money is not, useful to you. So, and of course, it also has an effect on your earning capacity, your earning power, because if you don't, if you don't have set out time to relax and have fun, your overall well-being, your health becomes it gets put in jeopardy. And you know what they say, health is wealth. So very, very important that you set aside funds that will help you, have fun and generally increase your state of mind, your emotional state, and make it, very, very positive. And of course, the last 20% would they advocate you using or saving that money. Now, this is not cast in stone. I would like to say that. And for me, I always say that take this information and then personalize it. Use it for what works best for you. So if you feel that you want to reduce that the percentage, fine. And also something that I need to let you all understand here: no amount is too small to start saving. This is something that people are always, when I encounter people, especially young people, they tend to tell you that I'm living from hand to mouth. The income I'm getting is not even enough to satisfy my needs. So how much more? I don't even have money to save. See, you don't have to have billions or millions to start saving. You can start saving from your 1,000, your pocket money. Are you a student? You have monthly pocket money. From that money, you set aside even 200, 500. you need to start saving those funds little, because consistency is key. And then something I'm going to introduce in subsequent class or series, which is the power of compounding. With the power of compounding, your 100 naira, which you think is so small, might end up becoming what? Running to millions, once you have saved consistently, saved and invested these funds consistently. And of course, very, very important hack too. The next hack, which is invest your money. Very, very important. You need to invest your money. So your savings, you need to invest it in different investment instruments. And I'll be speaking in subsequent series about the various asset class that you have currently available in Nigeria, and the risk criteria for each of these assets. We will of course be profiling you to identify what kind of risk, or what kind of investor are you, what's your risk criteria, and this of course will help you better when making financial decisions. So watch out for that series, which will be coming up in the next subsequent episodes. Now, of course, another very, very important hack is set aside an emergency fund. This cannot be overemphasized. I mean, you need to have an emergency fund set aside. Now, why do I say this? Life is very, very unpredictable. I mean, things can happen. You might probably, it's not what we wish for, but it happens. You might lose a loved one. You might have a medical bill that you need to settle. You might have an accident that you need to make payments for. And if you don't have this emergency fund set aside, what happens is that you place yourself on an unnecessary burden, because you find out that you'll be overextended, taking money from your savings, taking money from your investment just to cater for that need. And this is why the emergency fund cannot be overemphasized. So it's very, very important. And experts would advise that your emergency fund should be made up of 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Now, very, very important, minimum of 6 months, 3 months, and then of course, a maximum of 6 months. So that money would help you. It's to serve as a buffer, when you of course have life, or when life happens to you. And finally, very, very important point that I want to speak to is to understand credit. Now, you need to have a very detailed understanding of your credit. So if you want to take a loan, it helps you, to know how to better manage your credit score, because as you progress in life, as you grow in knowledge and grow, in your financial knowledge, a time will come when your credit rating is very, very important. You learn how and when to take a loan or when to take a debt, and how to use that debt. Your credit score, of course, helps. It helps your overall financial well-being. So for you to have a very positive financial health, you need to understand your credit, and you need to make, I will call it, you need to make conscious decisions, or you need to make conscious efforts to align towards delivering or making sure that your credit rating is very, very positive. So these are the 7 major hacks. And another bonus point, of course, is increasing your earning capacity. And for you to do that, I would advise that you invest in yourself. You need to learn to upskill. Always look out for opportunities to upskill, because when you upskill, what will happen is that you would increase your earning capacity. And then when you increase your earning capacity, your income streams will increase. And then, of course, you have more funds available to save and invest. And this will bring you closer to meeting your financial goals. So any opportunity that you have, please go ahead and upskill. So these are the major, very important and salient hacks that if you adopt, is going to help with your financial goals. And I will take a recap. First of all, you need to create a budget. Secondly, very, very important, you need to track your expenses. Then third, you need to pay off your debts. Very important, you need to pay off your debt. Then, of course, number 4, you need to save money. You need to save money. Very, very important. Number 5, you need to invest in your future. And then, of course, you need to have an emergency fund. Very, very key. And then finally, you need to understand credit. So thank you very much. Like I said, my name is Brian Irogbarachi, or Onyebuchi Irogbarachi, as I initially stated. And I'll be taking you through these various series, and I hope that by the time we are done, you would beat your chest and then call yourself a financial guru and an expert. So before you go, please, if you have any comments, have any questions, you need to know, just drop a comment on the comment section and click that like button. Please like, very important, and also subscribe to this channel so that every time we have a new video, you'll get a notification. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.